course of Westerly. It's Genviéve, and today we're going to talk about the Curwen Hand Signs as a tool for our musicianship. So tools have many purposes. A carpenter's most important, most frequently used tools are right there in their tool belt. So as vocalists, let's consider putting hand signs and solfege in ours so we can use them at any moment when we need a little help. The hand signs have several purposes, but today I'm going to talk about two: the kinesthetic connection and the visual representation. So here we go. The hand signs kinesthetically connect us to the sound. Unlike instrumentalists who have keys to play, strings to strum, valves to push down, vocalists don't have something similar. Using hand signs is a tool to pair action and movement to the pitches in which we sing. So let's talk a little bit about kinesthetic learning. I think it's a safe bet to say that if you've ever ridden a bike before in your life, and even if you haven't done it in years and years, you could get back on a bike and ride just the same. Whereas in high school, I definitely learned the periodic table of elements, but I can't tell you anything about it right now. That's because no matter how much we memorize or recite or study, our muscle memory tends to exceed our brains alone. So using the hand signs as you sing, it helps you remember how those intervals feel, like that major third that sometimes falls a little below where it needs to fall. All of that said, we would never expect you to learn the Brahms Requiem on hand signs alone. That's not what we're talking about here, and it doesn't even make sense to do that. We're talking about the times when the intonation is off and you need to remember how far that major third, that major sixth, that perfect fifth is, so that you are not letting the pitch drop and you're making sure that the intonation amongst the entire choir is right where it needs to be. If you have solfege and the hand signs as a tool in your belt, you have something that you can whip out and help you fix those intonation issues. So now let's talk about that visual representation. The first really cool trick with the hand signs, anytime you see a finger sticking out, that is pointing to the half step. If I sing a major scale that goes do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. T is here, right? Ti, do. That finger pointing out is pointing to do. That is the half step. And how about that other half step? The other half step is between fa and mi. So it looks like this. Fa, mi. That finger sticking out is pointing down to the half step. It's that visual representation that helps us sing those half steps without going too sharp or flat. It's the same reason why Andrew might have us point up like this or gesture down like this when we're singing parts that might go up or down in pitch. It is to give us something to connect to, kinesthetically and visually. The other thing visually that the hand signs do for us is they do start down at our belly buttons when we sing. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and end up by our eyes, by our faces. So that feels really natural because the pitches are ascending, our hands ascend. When they descend, our hands descend as well. It is as if you are reading music with your body. So music literacy is not just ink on paper. You are reading pitches and you are reading relationships through sign language, and that only helps to strengthen your ability to read notes on the staff. So that's it for my video. No rehearsal, no practicing, just a little bit of information to help you buy into why it's so important to learn those Curwen hand signs and to add them as a tool to your belt so that we can become better singers and thus a better group as a whole.